Alright, here's a different idea for a video. So, Brockton is getting a new safety center. It was supposed to open up back in April this year, April 2025. It is not open as of recording this. So, this is like what I want to see to happen to the old police station, or soon to be old. And because half of the videos on this channel are related to transit, let's relate it to transit. Let's get this set up. So this is just my thoughts on what I think should happen. I have no official idea what's going to happen. I don't think anyone has said anything. This is more of a selfish request, I guess. So, Brockton Area Transit seems to be the only transit authority where you have to cross an actual busy street to get from the bus station to the train station. Took some notes for this. So, Meva, Merrimack Valley, and Lawrence recently upgraded their station. It was separate beforehand, but now if you go to Google Maps and put in Lawrence MBTA train station, McCormick Transit Center is with Lawrence train station. Before it was separate. And then Washington Square Transit Station, that is still separate for Haverhill. The RTA, there is no crossing the busy street. Those two are connected. I don't know about Worcester, or WRTA. Google Maps seems to show a street crossing, but it's not a busy street by the looks of it. I have never been there myself. I'm just looking at Google Maps. MWRTA, that's interesting. Because some routes start and end at Natick Mall, some start and end at the Bolden Hub, some start and end at Framingham Station. So that's confusing. That's interesting. That kind of counts in the same issue, but it kind of doesn't. Because the routes that start and end at Framingham train station, they are curbside. You don't have to cross the street. You have to cross the parking lot, but that's it. Gatra Attleboro, you have to go around a sidewalk to get to the Boston-bound platform. But the Providence-bound platform, it's fine. You don't have to cross. CCRTA, that's tricky because it has the Cape Cod Central Railroad, which is a tourist railroad, and the Cape Flyer. You don't have to cross the street, it's right there, but that's a seasonal thing, unless you want to count the Cape Cod Railroad. Cape Ann, again, you don't have to cross anything. Pioneer Valley, that is not served by the MBTA, that's served by CT Rail and Amtrak. Again, the buses and the trains are connected, you don't have to cross a busy street. Again, of Mart, that is served by the MBTA, you don't have to cross anything. And then Berkshire Valley Transit Authority, that's just Amtrak. But again, the buses and the train station are connected. So I find it odd, interesting, weird that Brockton Area Transit is one of the few, if not the only, transit authorities where the buses and the train station don't connect. And it's not like a downtown issue. From what I can... So, Gatra Route 8 L Taunton, they changed that schedule to serve East Taunton Station. It did not beforehand. The Link 4 serves Middleborough Station. You have SRTA, which doesn't serve anything unless you want to count the microtransit, but they did not have train service for decades. So maybe that will change in the future, but I also don't think their buses are small enough to fit in the parking lots for the train station. So their microconnector service, microtransit, does serve at curbside, but the regular routes do not serve the train station curbside. With Brockton Area Transit, the Route 10/11 and the Route 8 do not serve their respective train stations curbside. You have to cross the street to get to said train station. Which I believe that is due to the contracts between whoever is running Brockton Area Transit and the MBTA in Keolis. I don't know what the differences are between LRTA, MEVA, WRTA, MWRTA, and CATA, and now Gaptrack. I don't know what the differences are. But why is this happening? Why is this a thing besides this is just how it was constructed? So I would like to see the police station torn down and essentially redo this whole area. So if we look at Google Maps, here is the Bat Center. I think it's kind of hard to see. Here's the Bat Center. You have to cross a busy street to get to the train station. So tear this down and essentially do a zigzag pattern. Maybe you can get all the buses in with a bay here, bay here, bay here. There's a bus right there. Cross this street. Now for me, I don't usually cross this street unless there's someone I could piggyback off of essentially. Because, shocker, not everyone follows the rules of the road. I go down here, where there are audible traffic signals. So maybe redo this. You would have to keep the parking garage over here, I guess. But have the buses dock over here. Have a elevator to go up to the platform or something. And give me one moment. So LRTA, you can see the bus is here. The train station is here. There's no crossing essentially. You have to cross a bus platform, bus bay, busway, whatever. But it's not as bad as crossing a busy street. So it's sort of what I want to see happen to this old police station. I don't know if it will. That's something I want to see happen. I just don't fully understand how this happened, aside from contracts and construction. Why does LRTA, all their buses, serve the train station curbside? Even the ones that end at a separate train station, or if the train station is in the middle of the route, those serve the station curbside. With Brockton Area Transit, it's just the Route 12 Ashmont that serves the Ashmont station curbside. 1011 serves Montello. It's never served that curbside. Route 8 serves Campello. It's never served that curbside. You always had to cross streets. Even though the buses can fit in the driveway, there's no issue in that regard. It's just never served it. So I would like to see that change in the future, considering we got the new police station coming. supposed to be the mayor's office, police station, fire station. So maybe fix that, tear this down, put in busways. Might need signal priority for the buses to get them in and out. I don't know about that part. At least leaving the station, you have to get them signal priority, because I don't think there's enough space. So if we do the zigzag and they come over here, so the 4, the 14, the 4A, they leave here. They need signal priority to get out, by the looks of it. Unless there's enough room and we do 2 lanes of bays, they all leave over there or in the middle, which I don't think that's possible. I think you have to do a lane this way and a lane that way. So signal priority here, signal priority down there, to get the cars to stop, get the traffic to stop so the buses can leave. That might be an issue. I don't know. So yeah, that's just what I want to see happen. I don't think it will happen. I highly doubt it. I'm sure there's something in the contracts that says BAT can't serve the train station platforms directly. I think I've heard that once before. I don't know how true that is. That's what I want to see. Hopefully it happens. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not the only one that's thinking of this, because it would help the bus passengers, and that goes for everyone, not just me. You have the issue of the commuter in the car who take the car here, go to Boston via the train. That would be an issue for them. They still got to cross the street, unfortunately. But I think it would help a little bit. I don't know. I hope that something gets done, because I just don't like how we're the only ones that seem to have to cross a busy street. Hopefully that gets fixed. Other than that, that's the end for this video. I always say it's the end of the video, but it never is. Here's a train for you. That was not planned whatsoever. I thought that train was going to stop. I thought it was just on the long track. Alright. This is it for this one.